This lesson is going to take no more than maybe 5 minutes, if anything. It is super simple, okay? If we recognize how to rewrite square roots using whole numbers, boop, notice how this, 25 is 5, 16 is 4, 9 is 3, because you mentally know how to do it because when you square that number, it gives you that number. Remember, inside the hat, okay, let's do 49. It's 7 because 7 times 7 is 49. However, 20, there's no mental number that will give us 20. However, I do know for a fact that it's between 3 and 4. Why? Sorry, actually between 4 and 5 because 16 and 25 is within 20, right? 16 is less than 20, 25 or greater than 20. Sorry, less than 20. 25 is greater than 20. So another 20 is in between it. So the answer has to be 4 point something, essentially. Okay, let's do this. How can we visually show square root of 16 as equivalent to 2 radical 4? Well, how many square root of 16, right? If I split them up into 2 squares, 2 plus that, we get 2 radical 4. Boop, 2 times 2, that's 4, essentially. We're going to skip this. I don't think this is really all that important. Not much, okay? So what I want to focus on is this, though. What is an equivalent? This is the more important example. What is an equivalent expression to radical 63? What we need to do is we need to break them down to prime numbers, okay? 63 can become 9 times 7. I can't break down 7 anymore, but I can break down 9 to 3 and 3. Any pairs I have come outside. Any pairs I don't have stay inside. There you go. That's your answer. Let's do this real quick. 44. Okay, 11 and 4, I can't break down 11 anymore, but I can break down 4 to 2 and 2. So this means it's going to be 2 on the outside and then 11 on the inside. Voila, we got it. Let's do this. Radical 27, the 3 stays outside, okay? That's going to be 9 and 3, and then 3 and 3. There's a pair. This 3 multiplies with this 3, so it's 9, and then a 3 on the inside. Boop, we got it, okay? This one's not that bad. I like this one. Okay, what we're going to do is this. I need to divide 9 by 2. If you get a decimal, there's going to be an x left inside. Whatever the whole number is goes outside with an x. Okay, so there'll be an x left inside if there's a decimal, and then any x's that are whole numbers go outside. We already broke down 63. It gave us 3 radical 7. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this real quick. Rewrite each expression to remote perfect square factors. Well, I know the square root of 25 is 5, okay? But let's divide 3 by 2. Okay, it's 1.5. So I know there'll be 1x on the outside, and then there'll be an x left inside. Boop, we got it. Okay, same thing here. Square root of 4 we know is 2. So 5 times 2, that's how we get 10. But let's divide 17 by 2, okay? It's going to be 8.5. So there needs to be 8 x's on the outside and then an x left inside. Boop, we got it. Okay, that covers that there. Okay, a couple more examples. Whenever we're multiplying radicals, we always multiply the coefficients and the numbers and x's inside. Okay, so when we put all this together, let's actually do this. Okay, let's do part B together. Okay, I'm going to do this on a separate sheet of paper, so let's write this down, okay? So we're then going to get, let's do it on here. 2 times radical 12x to the 9th, okay, 2, okay, 12x to the 9th, multiplied by 18, radical 18 times x to the 5th. Okay, let's multiply 12 and 18, so the 2 stays outside, okay? 12 times 18, let's use our calculators for this. Okay, 216. And then we're going to add the x's, 14. Okay, let's break down 216. It is divisible by 2. Okay, if I divide that by 2, I get 108. It's also divisible by 2. When I divide 108 by 2, that's 54. This is also divisible by 2, so I can go 2 and 27. I can divide this by 3, so it's 9 and 3. So I can break down 9 to 3 and 3. I've got 2 pairs total. So now I've got 2 times 3. That's going to be 12. Okay. Now let's worry about the x. Okay. That's going to be 7. So that means it's x to the 7th. So that means there's 7x's outside. There's no decimal. So there'll be no x inside. However, the numbers I did not pair, 2 and 3, go inside. I multiply those together. Boop, I get 6. Voila. We have that there. It's not terrible. Not terrible. But the big thing is you multiply them. Then you break everything down after you put all the radicals together, all the square roots together by multiplication. Okay. Last example. A light fixture in an ice cream shop in the shape of an ice cream cone, and the cone has a height of 7 times the radius. So the height is 7 times the radius. Boop, we got it. Okay. So guess what? The slant height should be no longer than 24 inches. Well, that doesn't matter because we have this. Boop, we broke it down. Boop. To determine the slant height, we need to use r equals 3. R represents the radius. Okay, notice how it's 3. The slant height should be no longer than 24 inches. We can figure out the slant height from here. Boop, we got it. Okay, another cone has a slant height that's 5 times the radius. Okay, so a slant height that's 5 times the radius. Okay, so we can say that the height is 5r. Well, that's easy. Here we go. Okay, r squared plus 5r squared. Okay, that's going to be r squared plus 25r squared. Okay, that's going to be 26r squared. And 26 actually cannot be broken down. Okay, so guess what? Now we're going to plug in 3 for r. Okay, so 26 times r to the 3rd or to the 2nd, and r was 3. Oops, r was 3 after we made the equation. Okay, it needs to be about 24, and it looks like it will be 24. Okay, so in this case, let's use decimals to figure that out. Okay, boop, and boop, and boop. Let's use the square root. 26 times, technically it's 9. 15.23 or 15.3. Got it. Okay, so it's equal to 15. Is it not working? There we go. 15.3. Got it. Okay, not a hard lesson like I mentioned. Okay, that covers all of that there. Understand how to break things down. This is going to be the big part. And you want to use a tree. Let me do the 63 again for you. 9 and 7, 3 and 3. Whatever pairs come out, you make, that goes outside. Whatever pairs you don't make, stay inside the radical. That's very important. Understand this as well. Okay, you multiply the coefficients first. That's how we got 24. Then you break down the inside after. Okay, not terrible. Have fun. That concludes 9-3.